Do you love the color blue or yellow? So does Optus, an Australian telecom provider. In this review, we're gonna check if Optus is the best choice for travelers who are going to Australia, exploring the whole country, or if you should avoid them at all costs. Let's go. Optus, Australia's second largest telecom provider with almost 10 million subscribers. Telstra is the biggest provider, and if you want to learn more about Telstra, you can watch my Telstra video in the corner, one of these corners, or watch my full Australian telecom provider review in the description below. But more about Optus. Like I already said, Optus is the second largest telecom provider in Australia, and they have good coverage throughout the country. Whereas Telstra has the best coverage, Optus has better coverage than Vodafone, but slightly worse than Telstra. It's recommended that if you want to go to the middle of nowhere, or as Australians call it, the outback, you might be better off going with Telstra, because your connection and the reliability with Telstra will be much better than with Optus. But that doesn't mean that going with Optus will be a bad choice. It might be less reliable, or the speeds will be slower. So where can you buy an Optus SIM card? In this case, I went to an Optus store because I wanted to see how their activation process works. I went to the store and they tried to sell me a higher package, which I can't blame them for, but I just needed a small package just to, well, review this SIM card. You can buy just a bare SIM card for $2 Australian, and you can get SIM cards up to $60, which gets you a lot of gigabytes. On the screen you will see an overview of the packages they sell. So if you're staying in Australia for a longer time, or you need a lot of data, there is a lot of choice for you. In this case, the $10 one will give you 1 gigabyte. If you don't feel like going to an Optus store, or there's no Optus store nearby, then you can get a SIM card in a kiosk, gas station, or regular supermarkets like Woolworths, and get it there. From there you have to go online or call Optus customer service to register your SIM card, because in Australia you are required to at least hand over your personal details or show your passport when buying a SIM card. If you don't bring your passport to an Optus store, then you can of course activate it online if you feel like doing so. Anyway, I've talked enough about this SIM card. Let's just test it. In this case I'm in Melbourne, so here my speeds will be much higher and more reliable than being in the outback. Just keep that in mind, that the speeds are not representative. Unless you are in the bigger cities, then you'll probably see the same speeds. So let's go outside and try it out. I'm now outside in the Melbourne Botanical Gardens. We're gonna do our speed test. But before we actually gonna do all of that, we actually have to see what we get when we buy an Optus starter pack. So let's have a quick look. So you get this small, tiny thing with the price on it. In this case, it's the $10 one, but you can also get the $2 one, also all the way up to $60. When you open the SIM card or the starter pack, you get the SIM card itself. Mine is already out because I put it in my phone already, and as you can see, you can get the standard one if you have a standard phone, the nano or the micro, which is already pushed out. On the other side you will have your SIM number, which is not relevant for you to know right now, and that's all you actually get. Here you get instructions on how to activate it if you use the Optus website, or you can go to an Optus store and they will activate it for you. So let's start the speed test. Alright, so it's time for the speed test with Optus, just to see how fast they are and how great they are. So I'm gonna use the speed test app from speedtest.net, as I always do, and let's see where we will go. Connected, the ping is decent, 16 milliseconds. Ping is not really that relevant unless you want to play online games, I would say. We're getting a download speed of around 20. We hit 27 earlier. Maybe it will hit back again. We're getting close to 25. Okay, 24.1. Let's just say 24. I would say with Telstra we got much higher speeds here, in the 130. The upload speed is around 3. Let's just say 3.3. And you can see that, well, the speeds with Optus are decent. They're actually good compared to world standards, but if you compare it to Telstra, another provider here in in Australia, then yeah, Optus is kind of disappointing, but hey, they still are good. So that is the speed test for Optus. Alright, that was my review about Optus, their prepaid SIM card. I was kind of surprised with the low speeds we got in this park. Maybe we'll get higher speeds in downtown or in other areas. But yeah, I thought it was still lower than expected. But hey, it's still cheap for $10, 1 gigabyte. Okay, might not be that much for many people, but still, it's more than enough. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to press like, comment down below with your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe to Phone Travel Biz. And if you're interested in finding out which of the big three providers has the best speed, make sure to check out the bridge video over here, and check out my blog phonetravelbiz.com, where I talk about local SIM cards all over the world, where I haven't made a video review yet. And I shall see you the next time. Bye bye.